I actually go to Santa Barbara quite a bit, actually. I love Santa Barbara.
I love Santa Barbara.
It's so beautiful. And on the pier at the very end of it, I always forget, I think it's like, I forget the name of it, but it is my favorite seafood, I think, ever. They have this this like bread bowl with all this seafood in it. It's so good. I love it.
Do they have the four-eyed mackerel?
Wait, the what?
Four-eyed mackerel?
Wait, what is that?
It's toxic sludge, just evolution, you know.
Oh.
Have you not watched this?
Seriously, for a second, I was like, huh?
I should have gone with that. You would have gone into a restaurant like, yeah, I want to try the four-eyed mackerel.
It's so embarrassing. I go there next time.
and then I get the call. Rick, you're an ass. Thanks.
I trusted you.
Hello, rock stars. It's Rick with Constant Connection. And yes, as last week and the week before and the week before that, and the week before that, and the week before that, and I ran out of fingers at that point. I'm still on restriction with all of you. I'm still breaking the rules and going out to say hi to the grocery store and the guy at the liquor store and maybe the guy at Whataburger. And yes, this week though, my exciting guest for our entertainment and pleasure is Miss Royse. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Well, we're going to dive into a number of topics, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a human popsicle. At recording time, not air time, but at recording time, it is like minus 5 million degrees here in Dallas.
Oh, man.
And anybody who knows Texas, if you throw an ice cube out your window in summer, it's like, oh God, ice storm. And
yeah,
freak out.
Everybody thinks like, no, we don't know how to drive this.
Well, it's not like we really know how to drive anyhow.
That's true. I'll give you that. We don't know how to drive at all.
It explains our love of maybe crash up derby races, you know, bumper cars at the fair. I mean,
right. It just makes you feel at home. You know what I mean? It makes you feel like something. Yeah.
Except for when you have to let the dogs out to go to the potty, take out the garbage or check the mail. And I'm a firm believer the mail can stay in the mailbox for like ever. For
I'm the same. It's like 1 seconds. I don't want to go see like what bills I have. Why would I want to go do that?
I do want to see the junk mail. You get the best junk mail. And in fact, I'm more entertained by junk mail than I am my actual mail.
Yeah, like the joke, like the scam stuff. Yeah.
Oh my Lord. So how are you doing? Really good?
Yeah, I'm doing really good. I'm in LA, so it's not freezing out here, which is very exciting for me.
Thanks for rubbing it in.
Yeah, I'm like, it's great. I was like, the weather's always perfect. But
I almost expect for you to have like a cocktail with an umbrella in it. Be like, oh yeah, we're doing wonderful out here.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm sitting by the beach or the pool, you know. She's like, yeah, we're living life. It's warm. It's summer every day.
Okay, we can be friends because I would do that kind of crap to people as well.
just to really piss them off.
In fact, I'm so mean that I'm just gonna, as you all know, I'm a vacation junkie. Just want to say that a week from today, when I'm recording this, I'm going to be in St. Thomas. I'm getting away for a week. I'm getting the heck out of Dodge and sitting my little princess butt on a beach with cocktails.
Yes, that sounds amazing.
And I'm mean. Everyone's like, Rick, really? You're going to tell us that you're going to someplace nice and tropical?
Yes. You're like, that is exactly.
I'll do you one better. I'll even post pictures.
Well, how do you go on a vacation if you don't post pictures? It doesn't happen this day and age if there's no pictures. You got to proof.
So you're saying it, don't post pictures. It didn't really happen.
Exactly. Isn't that the mantra these days?
So if it didn't really happen, I didn't actually use up that vacation time. I can take another vacation on top of it.
Exactly. Yes, you crack the code. That's what you do. Don't post pictures. No one knows. You don't have to take vacation days, whatever, and then you can use them again.
And so we're starting a travel agency. If you'd like any kind of consultation or advice, please contact Royse and myself. We will tell you how to get away and get the best bang for your buck.
There you go. Yes.
Royse and Rick Travel. There you go.
And if any travel company wants to sponsor us, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Absolutely. And if you happen to be an alcohol company like Tito's,
we'll take it.
We won't complain.
Yeah, we will take that.
So moving from, and you are a Texas girl, you were living in the greater Dallas Metroplex area. We won't say exactly where.
Yeah. It's a mix of places. I actually moved to like the Louisville-ish, Argyle, Flower Mound, all over. I've lived
people are now Googling like Louisville.
I just outed myself. You were
Somebody-
like trying to text me, and I just totally outed myself.
If somebody has got the same last name as you, they're going to wake up and there's going to be people on their front yard going, "Is that her? Is she in there?" Actually, that'd be a fun prank. That's better than TP in somebody's house.
Oh my gosh, that'd be hilarious. That'd actually be so funny. That'd be a terrible prank, but also amazing, especially if you wanted a little revenge.
Oh, chalk that one up on my next list of pranks to pull, because
Just be like, show up here. Oh my gosh, that'd be hilarious.
Oh, I love. So tell me about the transition to LA, because and we have a couple topics that we're going to dive into on that. But making the going from Texas to Mars transition. I mean LA transition. It's like going to another planet, but it's completely different.
Yeah, so LA definitely, it's a mix of people. I think it really forces you to decide who you are, because out here I've met some of the not nicest people, but I've also met some of those genuine, kind people. So it's definitely really forces you to grow up and decide who you are. And there's so many opportunities out here and so much to explore. And I also it's so beautiful. Like, I love Texas, and Texas has some of the best food ever. But LA is so pretty, and I think that's the one thing that it might have over Texas. But I still love Texas, and Texas is home. But
okay,
yeah.
two questions. Number one, how's the barbecue?
Oh, it's horrible.
Okay,
that was the one thing. That was the one thing. People be like, "Oh no, I gotta take you to this barbecue restaurant. It's so good. It's the best in LA." And I'm like, "Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm down. I'm from Texas. I love barbecue." Horrible. I was like, "You call this barbecue? This is disgusting." I was like, this is horrible. You can't even call this barbecue. So my friend actually made it a thing to try to find me a barbecue restaurant that I would like. And there's only one that's pretty good, and it's Gus's Barbecue. And it's good, but it's not Texas.
So what you need to do is, you're a Texas girl. I'm sure you know how to smoke a brisket.
Right.
You need to get a barbecue and go, I'm going to have a small soiree. I'm going to smoke a brisket for y'all, Texas style. And, and they'll be like, "Oh my God, you need to open a restaurant."
Yeah. I've done a couple things like that. People are like, "Oh my God, this is so good. You should open a restaurant." I was like, this is crap compared to Texas barbecue. Like, I don't even want to hear it.
Yeah, this is our throwaway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was like, my mom would judge me for this, and you're saying this is amazing. So, like, come on.
At least we know where your standards are. I mean,
yeah, they're high, man. The barbecue, they're high. Not out here with this vegan barbecue. Sorry, no offense.
Yeah, no. I'm a Metasaurus Rex. And the second question is, being in LA, how often do you get up to Santa Barbara?
I actually go to Santa Barbara quite a bit, actually. I love Santa Barbara.
I love Santa Barbara.
It's so beautiful. And on the pier at the very end of it, I always forget, I think it's like, I forget the name of it, but it is my favorite seafood, I think, ever. They have this this like bread bowl with all this seafood in it. It's so good. I love it.
Do they have the four-eyed mackerel?
Wait, the what?
Four-eyed mackerel?
What is that?
It's toxic sludge, just evolution, Oh. Have you not watched this?
Seriously, for a second, I was like, huh?
I should have gone with that. You would have gone into a restaurant like, I want to try the four-eyed mackerel.
It's so embarrassing. I go there next time.
and then I get the call, Rick, you're an ass. Thanks.
I trusted you.
Oh my Lord. Oh no. And it's funny because here in Texas, when people go, let's go get some fresh seafood, I'm like, what?
You're like, fresh?
Pardon me? No, we do steak.
Yes.
And my favorite restaurant, I've told it everybody a million times. You want to ask me to go out for, it's like my fast food favorite food is Texas Roadhouse. All the way.
Yeah. That's where we go.
That's like a 7-day a week. Hey, Rick, you want to grab some fast food? Sure, let's go to the Roadhouse.
Yes. Their bread with their butter. Oh, that's my favorite part.
I didn't realize that when they say peanuts on the floor, they don't mean take your peanut shells and just huck them at everybody across the restaurant. That's kind of a no-no.
No, see, that's what I thought too. Until I got kicked out.
I don't get kicked out, but they put me in timeout. I mean, as long as I can take my beer with me, we're okay.
Yeah. Just like go over there with
Oh
your
my
beer.
Lord. So food, we've established that Texas has the barbecue, LA, not so much. Tell me a little bit about the differences, and I know because I've been to LA enough, the difference you see in the Texas music scene and the LA music scene, because it is different.
It is very different. There's huge. I'm like they're completely different worlds. I would say the LA music scene is a bit more. It's a bit more about work. Like it's the Texas music scene is fun. It's about making music. It's about like it feels more about a dream versus the LA music scene is a bit more corporate and it's a bit more like, okay, how do you actually do this thing and become like a pop star or make a living off of it or whatever. And so I think growing up, I was so glad that I grew up in the Texas music scene because it gave me that passion. It gave me the, just that fun, like this is it. But then being 18 and learning about the business and working for different songwriters and being really in the business side of things was great, which is also how I got to the point where I am now with Ride the Bull. I was like, you know what? I kind of want to combine these roles. Like, yes, I still want to be able to like work in music, make money off of music, do this for the rest of my life. But I also want to get back the passion that I had for music before I moved out here, because it can become a job where you start losing your passion and you're just trying to get to the next level. And I was like, that's not why I started. So I think the Texas music scene is really cool because it's just people with a dream, people who love it. It's not about the money or the job or the people, like the celebrities or whatever. It's not about that. And so I think that's what's really cool about Texas. But also there's opportunities out here.
I love the bit of Southern Texas flair that you add to your music. and you do. It's in your heart. It's in your blood.
Yeah.
And is that just because it's who you are? You're like, you know what? I love pop music, but I gotta bring me to the table.
Yeah. That is exactly it. I'm like, I love like I will always be a Texas girl, and I also lived in Georgia for a little bit when I was really little.
That's okay. We won't hold that against you.
I know. I was like, don't judge me. But like, I'm real. Like, but I'm also real Southern. Like Georgia and Texas, I feel like are both real Southern states. So I was like, I am a Southern girl, but I've lived out in LA so long, and I love like that style of music. But I was like, I gotta stay true to me. You know what I mean? I was like, I gotta stay true to my roots. So
now I'm gonna ask you, and this is a very cliche question. I don't normally ask them, but do you get starstruck still? I mean, have you? I know you're meeting celebrities because you're in LA, and they're normal, everyday people like you and me. But do you still have those moments where you're like, oh?
I'm trying to think the last time I got real, because when I first moved out here, for sure, I was, oh my God, is this person and this person? And then as it sounds so bad, but then all of a sudden you start getting excited to meet people who are like accountants. It's so weird. But I met someone who like had a normal job and I was so fascinated. I was like, tell me everything. I was like, this is so cool. But I'm trying to think of the last celebrity that I was like starstruck. I guess I saw, because I'm a huge How I Met Your Mother fan.
Okay.
I saw Jason Segel and I nearly lost my mind. Like that was one where I was like, oh my God.
Did you have to pick your chin up off the floor?
I did. Yeah. Because I was like, and he just like waved and I was like,
it didn't like ring a bell. Like, why is he handing me a tissue? What do I have?
Get the drool off my face. And my friend, she's like, be cool. And I was like, I can't be cool.
You're like, this is me being cool.
I was like, I'm freaking out internally. But yeah, you get more used to it. And also like, I think the more that you see these people are like, I don't know, that they go through stuff and you meet them. It's different. It's weird. It's so weird because I never, like when I lived in Texas, I was so excited about these things. And then now it's like normal, I guess. So it's just,
I did the same thing being in Seattle, growing up in the 90s in the Seattle scene. And you meet all these rock stars. And
Yeah.
then you realize, wait a second, they're the guys in the room next door to me, you know, like,
Yeah.
okay. And you still have starstruck moments. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
it's fun. But then you kind of realize, wait, they're just like me. They're an artist. They're a musician, and they just happen to be farther along the path of their career than I am. And you're like, I want to get there.
Yeah, you're going to be there. And honestly, too, what I've realized, most celebrities are, and people are gonna be like, "What?" They're so sweet. They're so nice. Like, I feel like if you want to just have a genuine conversation with them too, and like they love to give advice, and they are so cool. So, like, I think if you also treat the people that you idolize normally, they're so cool. Like, they're some of the coolest people I met, which is why they are where they are. So
now we actually do, and I have to bring it up because I know she was out in LA for a while. We have a mutual friend, Miss Cleo, and I want to know how y'all met.
Oh, it's so funny. There was like this teen, like, singer, songwriter, whatever, acting, whatever you wanted to do, program that we did together. And I met her through there, and she's been so talented since she was so little. Like, I think she was like middle school, like I knew her when she was so young, and she's always just been so sweet. So it's so cool to see her growing into this like amazing, confident woman that's so gorgeous. It's so fun.
Oh, homegirl is she's in Nashville cutting albums. I mean, holy cow. I mean, she's rocking it for sure.
She's killing it. And I'm so excited for her. I know she's going to do so well and be so successful because she's so talented and so amazing. So
I've talked to her a couple times, and I will definitely be, after this interview, sending her a text message going, okay, when are you coming on the show? Because and actually it's making our schedules sync up. I'm dying to interview her just because I do know her, you know, from the Dallas scene, and she is such an incredible ball of energy. I see huge things for her. If you know, and I've talked to her a couple times, and I've given her my two bits as an old guy in the biz, like, here you go. But she's going to do a lot, and she's definitely not afraid to take a chance and get out there. And I think that's the fun part is you make friends in this industry, and they're different than the friends that you have in, and I don't want to say your everyday life, because what's an everyday normal life for any of us anymore? But they are different because musicians are a special breed. Well, I should say musicians and actors. We're entertainers, and we view the world through a different lens.
It's for sure. And I feel like the friends that you make when you have, or when you are in this industry that are actors and singers and different things, they last a lifetime. It could be someone that you met and hung out with like 3 times, but then when you see them again, it's just this different type of connection. It's very interesting. And so, but I love Cleo, and I really am so excited for her. She's killing it. So that's really
big shout out. Big shout out. Hi, Miss Cleo. We can't wait.
Cleo, you're amazing, super talented, gorgeous.
Oh, my Lord. I'll be getting a text message or something. She'll be like, really, Rick?
Like, you use her to get me on the spot.
You put me on the spot. No, that's okay. It's okay.
Cleo. I'm so sorry.
She already knows what a nightmare I am, so it's okay. She's got a therapist. She'll be fine. Don't worry about her. Oh, my Lord. So I do definitely want to talk about your music, because I got to listen to some of it, and I'm excited. Let's talk about what's just dropped, what you have. And I know there's some things that you're like, I can give you breadcrumbs and nothing more. Correct?
I can give you a little breadcrumbs. Yes, I'll talk about my music first and then the breadcrumbs. So I just released a song called Ride the Bull. And it's so funny because when we made this song, it was kind of a drunken mistake, which is why I think it turned out so amazing. It's like this country, urban, pop fusion that just kind of like, we were like, let's get some country girls twerking on a pole. Like, that was kind of our thought. Like, how hilarious would that be? And so me and my producer and like my songwriting friend, we were just drinking and making jokes. And I was like really my music at the time. And because I was wanting to do something different and a bit more me. And so they're like, let's just throw every like idea of what we feel like we have to do and all this stuff out the window. And I was like, okay, let's do it. And we just started creating this like really cool sound that I'm so excited about. And so, yeah, I made Ride the Bull, and then I have a full album done with some collabs, but I can't say who quite yet. That's a little bread. Insane. It's some of my favorite art. I wish I could say who. So I'm really excited about that. And there's a lot of exciting stuff.
Yeah, don't let the cat
out. The cat is staying in the bag. I'm like, I can't let that out. So I'm very excited about
not for that. That is awesome. And do you think that your influences being in LA, has it changed radically, your perception? Or do you think you're pretty much your foundation's there and you're like, I love the additional perspective that recording an album out in LA?
I think it definitely changes my perspective for sure. Yeah. No, I definitely think it influences me for sure. But I'm kind of happy about that. I feel like as people, we're always changing and growing. And I want my music to do the same with me. I never want it to be something that's just one thing and I'm trying to stay in a box. I would love to like always have my music growing and changing with me, because I feel like that's what's most exciting and so authentic and real. And if one time I'm writing a song that makes everybody feel confident and I'm saying you should ride the bull and twerk in the rodeo, whatever. I mean, whatever it is, like, then yeah. But if my next song is a vulnerable one when I'm going through a heartbreak or going through hard times, that's what I want. I want it to like not have limits on it, because I think as people we shouldn't put limits on ourselves, and music is just a form of us expressing ourselves. So I don't want limits on that either.
So the problem with this conversation today is there's going to end up with pictures of me on a bull or twerking on a pole. And my friends are going to be like, yeah, that's just Rick. He does dumb things. I'll end up having some cocktails and somebody go, I dare you. And I'm like, hold my beer.
Yes, you have to. I'm daring you now. I have to see this.
Hold my beer, because I think my brother-in-law has one of those inflatable bull riding things for the pool. You know, where you try, because I've done it a couple times, inebriated maybe. And I'm gonna wait till it warms up, because I'll hit the bull, I'll hit the water, and I'll bounce back out. And I don't want that video out there.
No, I want that video out there. I need it. I need that video. You have to do this for me.
I'll be like, I rode the bull for 1 second.
I really didn't.
Hey, Rick, why are your lips blue? I'm trying out for the Blue Man Group. Oh my Lord. Yeah, please don't help. I already do stupid stuff. Don't need any additional help. Oh my Lord. So I got to ask about the, and I know, but some people don't. Tell me about the club scene, like going out to the clubs in LA. Now, y'all are shut down, correct?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, right now, the club scene is like my living room. Like that's it. But
so let me tell you about the Dallas club scene, because we never stopped. And it's funny because I have friends all over the US. I have musician friends that are, in fact, the one that sticks out in my mind is Mike Bailey, the drummer for Bret Michaels. He goes, how are you still playing? I'm like, we never shut down in Texas. We're still playing shows. And he's like,
jealousy on my face right now. I'm like, this hurts. I was like, we are literally, there was a minute where we were completely shut down. Like you couldn't even leave your house. And if you went outside, you had to wear a mask. Like I couldn't even get fresh air without a mask.
If you'd like, I could send you some videos from some of my past shows.
Yes, please, I'll just like put it on my TV and just pretend. I'm like, I literally have done that a couple times, like played concerts.
Oh my God.
Rewind crying. Like it's not a heartbreak anymore that I'm crying over. It's the fact that I miss concerts.
You know, being that you have family here in Dallas, you could always just come back here and play some shows.
Yeah, no, I honestly should. I honestly really should. I have not done that. Well, because in the beginning of quarantine, like when the pandemic first happened and we thought it was going to be like on a contagion level where everybody died, I went back to Texas. And which, I don't want to really comment about the virus because I don't, anyways.
I have Walking Dead visions now.
Yeah. See, that's when I thought it was that. I went back to Texas And then sometimes I wish I would have stayed there, but it's so nice. Like, you guys could go to restaurants and you can eat inside. Like, they opened it now, but it's just, I feel bad because all my favorite places, like restaurants, are shut down. Like, I don't know if have you been to Cafe 101? Like, if you've been to
no, haven't.
Well, it's just like the most, like, I feel like it's an LA staple. Like, you go to Cafe 101. It's this little like diner next to the 101 that's just like, it's been around forever. Like, Marilyn Monroe ate there. Like, it's just such an LA classic.
Yeah. Every time we're in LA, when we were in the 90s, anytime we were in LA, we were either at the Rainbow or we were having dinner at the Standard. That was like, that was.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's where we hung out.
Yeah.
And in fact, it's funny. Oh, sweetheart, it's got to be 10 years. I've kind of avoided going out there. And it's funny because I have family and friends that live out in Southern California. And
really?
I just haven't. I've stayed in Texas, and every time I leave Texas, it's usually because I'm either going snowboarding up in Canada or I'm going to the Caribbean somewhere to plant my butt in the sand. So
yeah, nice. Yeah,
I do need to get back out there. In fact, it's funny because I was supposed to go to NAMM. I was going to go last year and didn't make it.
Yeah,
none of us did.
I was like, I feel like I don't even. Yeah, no, we're not doing anything. Yeah, but don't come to LA now. Like, maybe like when things open up. But now there's no reason to come here.
No. In fact, we were looking at vacation ideas, and we weren't sure we'd be able to leave the country. And one of the things is we looked at our timeshare, and they had timeshare in San Francisco that was open. And I'm like, we can go, but I don't think anything's open.
Yeah, California ain't it right now. She ain't.
No, I'll just stay here. Thank you very much.
Stay where it's safe.
No, and so I came up with. I had to cancel 2 Cabo trips, which yes, wow. I love Cabo San Lucas. Yeah. And so I had to settle for a couple trips down to St. Thomas because it is a U.S. Virgin Island, which means I don't need a passport.
I see what you did there. Smart.
Always a workaround.
Yeah, there's always a way around it. We can always find a way.
Oh my Lord. You know what? Seriously, if you get the itch, you need to come out here and let us know so we can help promote it. Come out here and play a show. Like, holy cow.
That'd be so fun. And also be so fun to come home and play a show. That'd be so cool. Because, like, I was on tour and I didn't even get to go to Dallas. I was like, I would love to go home and, like, play a show in Dallas. It'd be so fun. So, yeah. I have to do that.
Hometown crowds are always the best because they love you, they know you, they've seen you. So you're like, come on, let's go. Yeah.
I'm like, I need to go out there and do it for sure. I'm hopefully soon. There's a lot going on right now too. So when this stuff finally drops and happens, I definitely want to come back to Texas because it's going to be really fun.
Awesome. And I got to ask, how are mom and dad doing?
They're doing good. They're doing great. Yeah. My brother, he just graduated from college, so I think and my sister moved out. And me, and he's playing football at Indiana University. So it's just my mom and dad now, and I think they miss all of us, but yeah, they're doing good other than that. So
I'm trying to. My son's almost 21, and he wants to go. He's college, ready to go to work. He wants to go to work for Carnival. His goal is to be a cruise director. And so I'm like, A, I want a vacation. B, you need to open up so he can move out. Does
that mean I get to go for free? And 2, get out of my house.
Yeah. By the way, there's the door. No, my wife is the one who's cut the umbilical cord, and I'm the like, please don't go. He's like, Dad, grow up. I'm like, no, don't leave. I don't want to. Please don't leave me. Yeah. So. Oh my Lord. I got to tell you what, when the new stuff happens, I got to ask you, I know you've got the breadcrumbs out there, but when all the news, will you come back on the show and promote it?
Oh my gosh, of course. I was hoping you would ask. I was like, please ask.
And when you're in town, you think I don't care if we got to record it in advance and air it later. Will you, when you actually make it into town, we got to do a in-person interview, which are so much more fun.
There's so much more fun. with the internet and the connection and all that stuff. Yeah.
Everybody asked me when COVID started, they're like, Rick, are you going to stop the show? And I'm like, no, we're going to adapt. I mean, are you kidding me? And I am ready to do these interviews in person. And I have a lot of friends still do the folks that are out of town, because I have a number that aren't here. But yeah, I'm like, when you come to town, you got to get together. And
I would love that.
Interview.
It's so much better in person. It's not the same over online or whatever.
It's you know what? It is still a way, because I will tell you, a lot of my fans that have watched the show will come up to me when they see me out. And they're like, I love watching your show. And I'm always like, thank you so much. You don't understand. This is my therapy, not yours. And B, I do appreciate it, because they tell me that a lot of times they look forward to it every week. They're like, it was part of this whole craziness. It was something normal they were used to watching. And they're like, thank you for not stopping the show. And I'm like, thank you. It made me feel good.
It's true. This is the type of stuff though that's like kept me sane too, is when, like, you know, and it's also cool to see your favorite people go through something with you. I think that was also what's really interesting about this whole pandemic, is usually you go through stuff and like the people that you watch and the people that you see it doesn't look like they go through it, but we're all in the same boat. And so it's a very interesting thing to see, like, you know, your favorite people go online, it's cool. It's really cool.
The most dramatic thing about this whole pandemic is my inability to find ding dongs. Like, I'll find a box here and there, and I'm like, what the hell, hostess? I mean, are you just jacking with me on purpose? Or is it a conspiracy? Everybody's buying up all the boxes of damn ding dongs. Freaking.
Yeah, you're like, what the heck? Does it cure it or something? Like, where are they? Like, I don't get it.
Like 2 a.m. this morning, I ate my last ding dong, and I'm like, I'm officially out, and I'm you know, I'm not sure how many days I'm going to make it. I may have to start smoking crack or something, you know, to fill the void. I don't know. It's
I gotta do something. I can't go without my ding dongs. I don't know what happened.
So I'm in. Being that I'm in a couple bands, my Green Day tribute just played a sold out show at Legacy, and
cool.
my goofiness is, like, we go out and, you know, we greet the crowd, and I take a box of ding dongs and I start hucking ding dongs out to the audience. Okay, and everybody loved it, but the funny part is I didn't realize that my stash at home was getting low. Otherwise, I would have been a little more selfish.
Yeah, you just would not have done it, honestly.
So anybody that got one, would you please send them back to me? Because I'm out now.
He's asking for ding dongs. That is what he's asking for.
That is not the worst thing I've ever asked for on the air, I promise you.
Like, there's been worse moments.
What has been your one, and this is, I'm getting personal now.
Okay.
What has been your one COVID staple guilt? Like that food that you're like, I know I'm not supposed to have it, but I want it.
Oh, food? Oh my gosh. Okay. I have two things. I have food, and I have actually a television show that is my guilty COVID.
Okay, I want both.
Food is it's gotta be okay. So you get Takis, cream cheese, and a jalapeno. You stuff the jalapeno with cream cheese, put Takis in it, and that has been my guilty. This is horrible for me. Like, what am I doing to my body?
That's a Texas thing, isn't it? Like, that's got to be some Texas influence in there.
Yeah, no, everybody's like, what are you eating? I'm like, it's so good. You have to try it. I know it sounds crazy. Get a jalapeno, cut out the inside, get the seeds out, cream cheese, stuff some Takis in it. So good.
See, there needs to be a disclaimer there, because I'm going to be the guy that tries it, and I'll end up with like jalapeno seeds up my nose, in my eyes, and on the floor crying, and they're going to be like, okay, Rick, this went wrong.
You can also try sweet mini peppers, because that's what my friend does that doesn't like spicy. Just get like sweet mini bell peppers. You know what I'm talking about?
That takes the excitement out of it.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, but if you're a wimp, I don't know.
No, I mean, I'm a wimp, but I'm going to take the danger, because I like to live dangerously.
Yes, and if you try it, please let me know, because it's amazing.
No, they just better not be. If my wife takes any pictures or any video, because I will be the idiot that'll forget, and I'll be like, huh?
Oh no.
You know, and
that's me too. That's why I like put on gloves when I cut jalapenos, because I will forget. I'll just be like, what's going on? And
wait a second.
It's over. It's over.
You can use gloves when cutting jalapenos?
Yeah. I learned the hard way.
My brain, oh no, burned myself like 12 times. I still wouldn't have caught on. I'd have been like, damn, that sucks.
What's the solution? I don't know. That's...
Okay, now you got to give me the television show.
Okay, this show, did you ever watch the Jersey?
No.
This is what's called Florida Bama Shore. And it's basically the Southern hick version of Jersey Shore. And it has been my guilty pleasure through COVID. It is insane. Oh my gosh. Literally, if you want to just watch the guiltiest, trashiest, and most amazing show, watch that show. It is so funny. And this is not a plug. I'm not sponsored by them, but watch it.
So what the epiphany I'm having from hearing you say this is I should videotape my whole life and put it out there for people. And they'll be like, holy crap, this is a train wreck shit show waiting to happen.
Yeah. Exactly. No, this show, I'm telling you, you gotta watch. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. I've talked about it on 3 different interviews now. This artist that keeps bringing us up and promoting our show because I just love it so much.
I'm just saying they should be maybe using some of your music in their show. Ooh.
I'm just saying that's right. I'm just saying that's right. I'm saying that's what they should do. I'll give you the license. Go ahead.
Yeah. We'll give you permission to use it. Come, just saying.
Yeah. You have my permission. Please use it.
Oh, and it's these goofy moments that somebody sees and they're like, hey, yeah, that's a good idea. We need to get her.
Yeah. You put me on the show.
And you're like, can I have an extra roll, please?
Yeah.
Can I?
Just a brief moment, please.
As you're walking by carrying a tray going. That would be me. They'd be like, don't look at the camera. I'd be like, my dog does that. He'll look out of the corner of his eyes like, if I don't make eye contact, you can't see me. Like, really? Yes, I can.
You're literally right there. Like you're right in front of me.
Royse, you are a dream to talk to. You promised me you'll come back on the show.
Oh, I promise. I will. This is too fun. I was like, I wish I had a little more coffee because it's early here, but I was like,
really?
This is a great time. I was like,
you need more caffeine?
Oh. Yeah, you're crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. A little coffee, a little Bailey's, that's
You know what goes great in coffee?
What?
Rum chata.
Ooh, I actually have not tried that. I need to get on that.
Have you had rum chata?
I have not had rum chata.
Now you're from Texas, so you've had horchata.
Yeah, yes, I have had horchata, yes.
So some idiot, I wish I could take claim for it. I can't. But some idiot was like, what if we mixed alcohol and horchata? And rum just happened to be the right fix. It works wonderful we do rum chata shots. Now, before we go on stage, we make rum chata jello kind of pudding shots. Those are phenomenal. Rum chata in your coffee. In fact, just sometimes rum chata on ice just to wake up before work in the morning is phenomenal. Oh
my gosh. I think my whole life has changed. I think you might have just changed my life.
No, you cannot blame that on me. I've already screwed up a half dozen people that are now addicted to rum chata. Please do not. I can only handle screwing up.
I give you full responsibility. No, I'm so excited. But yes, this was so much fun. It's so much fun to talk to. So this is great.
All you got to promise me is when you do finally go get the bottle of rum chata and you have some, take a picture and be like,
yes. I'm like, thanks for ruining my life.
Because I think I'm reaching out to rum chata and Tito's as sponsors because I'm sponsoring them with my liver.
Yeah. Right, exactly. I could use some sponsor for all the room you have in my liver. So
I think that they should give back a little.
Just a little. Yeah. There's really
and ding dongs.
Yeah.
Ding dongs, rum chata, and Tito's. Those are the sponsors I want. If anybody wanted to know, wink, wink, would love to have them.
Yeah, I'm believing it for you. You're gonna have those sponsors.
We have spoke it into existence.
Yes. As in LA, they would say we've manifested it.
Oh my Lord. Really? Because there's a whole nother long list of Santa Claus stuff that I could use to manifestation. And I'm not talking like poltergeist crap. Yeah, I'm talking.
LA is crazy on that stuff. They're like manifestation, all that. Hey, it may work, it may not. The Secret, all that. They just
My luck, I get Slimer from the Ghostbusters. I have this little green slob. That's my luck.
It just goes wrong. It's like the manifestation goes wrong. All of a sudden it's not Tito's. It's like, yes, who are you?
I get all these empty bottles. It's like, it's a ghost Tito's. Wait a second. Hold on. I don't want the bottle. I want the stuff inside the bottle.
Yeah, you're like, just give me the stuff, not the bottles. What?
Yeah, oh my God. Oh, Royce, you are a dream. I can't wait to have you on again. Please stay safe while you're out there. Okay.
I will. And you too. Yeah.
Come back to Dallas sometime soon. And the rest of you heathens, thank you for tuning in again for another episode of Me and My Insanity and my wonderful guests. I appreciate you tuning in. If you're a first-time viewer, you can follow us on a number of locations. And if you'd like a roadmap, I would be glad to show you. You can follow us on iHeartRadio, on Spotify, on Tito's. Oh, wait, no, we're not on Tito's yet. On Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube. We're on Facebook, and we have a Roku channel and an Amazon Fire channel. You can also go to inthepitwithrick.com. Download the app to your phone. It is free. You can watch the show. Like you weren't screwed up enough at home, you can screw up your coworkers, your friends, your neighbors. Just go look at my phone. But you can also, we have a concert calendar there. Post your shows if you're an artist. We want people to come out. If you're a fan, you can find out where all your favorite bands are playing. It is a free app. Please use it. If you got suggestions, you want us to make it better, hit me up. We're trying to get it off the ground. We're doing it for you to find live music easier. Like I always say, get off the couch, put down the ding-dongs and the ho-hos, and go support live local music. It is a gem. It's a gift not to be squandered. So, again, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Miss Royce, for being my guest.
Yes, thank you so much. So great.
We will definitely talk in the future. I'm your host, Rick. This has been Royce. We're on Concert Connection, and we will find you in the pit.